Good morning and a warm welcome to you all to the Circular Economy Towards Mitigating Climate Change workshop here in the University of Guelph. The circular economy concept is based on the principle of a waste-free world. As put forward by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, who is the leader in the awareness of the circular economy, quote, "A system where nothing is wasted and valuable materials destined for landfill are put back into the economy without negative effects on the people or environment." I believe we convene here today because we all believe the current linear, that is take, use and discard model, is simply not sustainable.
Major questions exist to how we will meet the targets that have been set as we move forward with the hope of limiting global warming. It is my observation that people are most inclined to adopt new strategies when they see economic benefit. It is at this point that we can get excited about the circular economy.
When we talk about value, we need to involve people, because value is essential to people. And we will not move and we will not trigger the change if we don't understand what value the circular economy brings to us as people. So I'm talking here about the systemic and overarching approach of this circular economy. Are we going to create value for us at the end of the day?
Key point in our legislation we feel very important for the actual circular economy work for our waste system is government leadership, producer responsibility, and consumer participation. That's the three very important components we feel make the circular economy work.
Food waste in particular is recognized under Goal 12, Target 3, and the target is by 2030 to cut in half per capita global food waste at the retail and consumer levels, and also to reduce food losses along production and supply chains, including post-harvest losses.
So we are here ready to perform on the environment. But the good news with that is that I think that circular economy can bring something on the table, which is stopping opposing, the environmental policy and the economic policy, but try really to reconcile the two.
Every other critter on this planet, there is no waste. Their waste is another species' resource. They live within a finite system. We're the only people on the planet who think that it's endless. And it's interesting about this concept we talked about this morning about linear versus circular. And we all agree it needs to be circular, and the problem is we're linear.
So main purpose of the Bioproduct Discovery Development Center are to find value-added uses of these waste or undervalued products. We must make a disruptive R&D to support this circular economy.
What I want to talk about is three measurements that are crucial to zero waste discussions: cost, calories, carbon. Three key performance indicators, not just because they're topical, but they are a way to measure inputs, process, and outputs to define risk associated with any closed-loop system.
So our kind of approach to this was, hey, first of all, let's take the word waste out of the vocabulary, right? We've heard that a couple times today already. We're going to call it excess. Excess to me means abundance. There's a lot of this stuff out there, right? Waste means, oh, it's something I need to get rid of. It's actually going to become the food for our next generation of products.
30 to 40% of all the food that is produced here in Canada is lost along the value chain, costing Canadians $31 billion a year. And according to Martin Gooch, who's done the research, this is actually a really conservative number. If you factor in all the energy and water and labor and production costs, it's actually $100 billion a year.
The lid, the ring, which is what we've done with competitive green technologies and the BDDC, the coffee grounds, and the filter. But the really neat breakthrough was, Dr. Mohanty said, he was thinking about the consumer. How do we solve for the consumer's needs? A tool said, I can actually do this and give you a cost advantage. That is a winning proposition to a manufacturer.
So that's what we've created. If the only achievement we have is one, the achievement is we've created an ecosystem working with worldwide famous companies, with very famous molding companies around the world, but we have created a one understanding of what is it that each one can expect.
And thanks for all the attendees that made the function quite successful. Thank you, everybody.